Hello, everybody, and welcome to Comic Time. I am Rainbow Red Panda, and this is Norton. And today we have lots of things. We have lots of things plus a trade to get through. It was sort of a larger week for me. We have the trade is the Federal Bureau of Physics. This trade came out a couple weeks ago, but I just got around to remembering to order it. My shop didn't carry it automatically like I had hoped. I didn't get the single issues of it. I looked at them every single time I went into a comic store, and I just never ended up picking it up. But I always wanted to, so I'm excited to have the trade to be able to read it and catch up, and hopefully love it as much as everybody that I know who reads it does. Comic-wise, we have Adventure Time 2014 Annual Number 1, which has the sideways cover, but unlike all the other publishers that give a comic a sideways cover and then you still read it up and down, this one is actually like meant to be read this way. Like it's all like that. So I'm excited for that, at least for once stuff makes sense. It kind of bothers me whenever it's a sideways cover, but then I still have to hold it like this to read it. I don't know. It just bothers me. We have My Little Pony number 18, which has all of the little ponies on it looking kind of, I feel like they're up to something in this issue. We have the Dream Police issue number 1. It is the newest comic from J. Michael Straczynski, who has another comic that came out today also that we'll get to later. I'm excited for this one. I love pretty much everything that he does, so I'm looking forward to seeing what this one has to offer me. We have the last issue of The Hacktivist. This is The Hacktivist number 4. I really liked this series a lot more than I thought I would. I don't know a ton of people that are reading it, so I don't know what like the joint consensus of it is, but I really liked it. I feel like it is sort of in a place where it shouldn't be the last issue right now, but maybe they'll tie everything up in this one. I always feel that way, like the last issue of a miniseries. I'm like, no, this isn't the last one. They have so much more, and then it doesn't. So I'm sure it'll be fine. We have Uber number 12, which I've got like an Uber title the last 3 weeks at least, I think. I don't know if they were behind and just put out a bunch of stuff at once or what the deal is, but I know number 11 just came out last week, and before that there was like a special, so I'm interested to see what's in this one. The second J. Michael Straczynski title of the day, we have 10 Grand. This one is number 9, and I'm excited for this one. Last issue, I wasn't as excited. I was sort of like, I hope this issue gets better because the last ones had been sort of dragging for me. But this one, the one before it was really good. I'm hoping that this one just keeps building on that so that I want to keep reading it because I don't like to drop titles. I rarely will drop a book, so hopefully it gets a little more enjoyable for me. We have X-Force number 4, which I like this cover. I don't know. I like X-Force and all X-Force things. We have New Avengers number 17. So I'm excited for that one. The big book of the week, both in size and in people being excited to read it. We have Amazing Spider-Man number 1. It is the thick issue. I've heard that it is awesome, but it is worth like everything that's in it. It also has Inhuman number 1 inside of it, so if you guys didn't get that, then it's in here. But I'm excited to read this. I've heard really good things about it. I haven't read it yet, but I have this one, which is just the regular cover, and then my shop gave me this one too. It is one of the variants. They had a bunch of both, so I'm guessing this wasn't like a super special variant, but I'll take it. We have Deadly Class number 4, which I really like this title. I've heard mixed reviews about it, but I like it. Sort of like from the first page, the first panel, I was sort of emotionally attached to it because it starts out like on my birthday. So I feel like I have a connection with the character just because we were born on the same day. I don't know. But I really like it. We have All New X-Men number 26, which this one should be starting, or at least part of another arc. The Trial of Jean Grey just ended, and then they had like the 25th anniversary special in issue number 25. So this one, I'm excited to see what's inside of it and what it has in store. We have Avengers number 28, which it looks pretty interesting. I think the Hulk is definitely up to something. He looks He looks kind of funny on the cover, but I like it. It's exciting. We have Uncanny Avengers Annual. It is number 1, which I still don't like that they put numbers on annuals. It's an annual. That should just be it. There should just be one. There never is, but there should just be one, per definition of the word annual. We have What If Age of Ultron number 5. I'm pretty sure that this was a 5-part series, so this should be the last one of it. I have not read number 4 yet, but they're not exactly related. Each one covers a different person, so it shouldn't be an issue. The 4th part of the new weekly series, Batman Eternal, which I like. I'm not as obsessed with it as everybody else in the world, but I really like it. I'm sort of getting used to the idea of having a weekly comic. I feel like they're just out for my money, and I don't know how I feel about that. We have Origin number 2, or Origin 2, number 5. I knew what I was talking about. I really like this series. It sort of has, I don't know, I'm still curious about the polar bear. Like, that was my thing, like, the bear. I want to know what happens with the bear, even though the bear is over. Like, that was my main thing, like Wolverine and this bear. And then besides Origin 2, we have Wolverine, number 5, which they just announced, if you haven't heard, that Wolverine will be dying soon, apparently, so it'll be interesting. I'm guessing that he's going to meet his demise in the Wolverine comic, since it was the comic that took away his healing factor, so I'm guessing that that's how it's going to happen. We have Adventures World number 5. I'm still getting used to this title. I like it, but it's every time it comes out, I'm like, oh, this is different. Like, I'm just not used to it yet. We have Black Science number 6, which I really like Black Science as well. I think a lot of people like Black Science. It's different. I don't always know how to explain it, but I like it. We have Serenity number 4. This was the cover. My shop had 2 different covers, and this is the one that I like best, so this is the one that I got. I'm really excited about it, and yeah, all of that. Injustice Year 2, number 4. I loved the first Injustice and loving the second one. I feel like the issues don't come out frequently enough for me, but that's just because that's just how much I like it. And then the top 3, it was kind of difficult to pick a top 3 this week. It always either is hard to pick the third, or every once in a while there's like not really a lot of comics that I want, but this week I feel I like my top 3. In a non-normal fashion, I have a Marvel comic, Silver Surfer. I really liked the first one. I'm really excited to read this one. I feel like me and Dawn Greenwood, I don't know, I like her Ladybug dress. I just like, that's like one of my favorite things about it. Like, I like the Silver Surfer and all of that, but Dawn Greenwood's Ladybug dress is my favorite. If I had a Ladybug dress, I would wear it all the time. Rachel Rising number 25, which this one is usually my top comic of the week, but it isn't this time. Nothing personal, still love it just as much, but it just isn't this week. I'm excited to read it and see all of the things that happen in it. I love this title. I did a giveaway for my 1-year anniversary of the show, and I sent one to somebody, and they loved it. So I feel like it's a very lovable title, so everyone should read it. That's just my thing. And then we have Chew, number 41. I'm caught up on Chew. I'm so excited for it. And the next issue is the Chew Revival series, and I'm excited for that. And besides that, they have, I don't know, Chew is just like on a roll right now. It's announcing so many different things. I love the cover on this just because, like, I don't know, I just do. I'm super excited to read it. I can't wait for the cartoon and just all the things, just anything Chew related, like, I'm excited for. So those are all of the comics. It is 83 days until Comic-Con, July 24th through the 27th in San Diego. Still super excited about going and all of that. Still working everything out and seeing what's going to happen with it. It'll be an exciting time. I'm sure they always have awesome stuff and announce awesome things. So it'll be exciting for everyone who goes. And I don't really know, besides me and the other people from panel to panel that are going. I don't know a lot of other people that are going. So, but they have, like, I think last year it was like 125,000 people. So there's a freaking ton of people, and it's crazy. Cupcakes. Oh, they're like pinkish, which is awesome because they're cherry flavored icing. I love cherry icing. It's awesome. So, Littlest one, tomorrow or May 3rd, depending on what day you watch this, is Free Comic Book Day. So I am super excited about that. I'm making cupcakes for my shop for Free Comic Book Day. That's like my little contribution. My shop is very, very tiny, and it's like the one day that you walk in and it's just like people everywhere, and it's awesome. So I'm really looking forward to it. I feel like all week I wake up and like, is it Free Comic Book Day yet? It's like the one day that like comic fans really have to look forward to like different comic things. I did a video last year on Free Comic Book Day. I don't know if I'm gonna do that or not tomorrow. It depends on how I feel, but it's very possible. The second biggest one is going to go to Chew. I know I gave them one last week, I'm pretty sure, for the animated series announcement, but they also have just announced that they are going to do a special issue with my favorite rooster, and I'm so excited because they always sort of like tease and have like these fake comic like series announcements, and they're not real, and like I know that, but this one is real and I'm super excited. I think it's just a one shot, but it follows Poyo, and I'm so excited because he's, I don't know, like he's my favorite. He's the like, besides Chew, he's like my favorite character in the whole comic series, so I'm excited to read it. And the biggest one, as you guys might know, I mention it from time to time, I'm part of a podcast on Bleeding Cool now, and it is called Panel to Panel, and we are doing our 1 year anniversary show tonight, and it's live and it's awesome. So if you guys watch this in time, tonight there will be links going out on the Panel to Panel Facebook and Twitter pages. I'll try and put stuff on my personal Facebook and Twitter pages. We're doing a bunch of stuff. We have some like guests lined up. We're answering questions. We're, I guess, just reminiscing about the last year. We're answering like our own weird questions as well as just taking viewer questions. So I guess if you have any questions for anybody on the Panel to Panel team, this is your chance to get those all out. So yeah, it'll be a fun time. It's our first live show ever, and I'm hoping that it goes well. I think that it will, but I mean, things can always go wrong, so it'll be interesting to see what happens. So that's all I got. Next week is going to be an interesting week for comics, and tomorrow's Free Comic Book Day, so I'm going to go and try and read all this stuff so that I can read all my free stuff tomorrow. So bye.